on the channel. I'm Mike, and this channel is here to help you with your English class, whenever if you're teaching ELA or ESL, offline or online. Warm up. Phonics game for your class, and it's right now. 3 stars, team 2, winner! We need to control. Happy Halloween. Magic, phonics, good. What is it about? To all of you. Hey everyone, thank you so much for being on the live stream. It's Sunday night here in China. Maybe it's Sunday morning where you are, or maybe afternoon. Thank you so much for watching the ESL live stream. Today is going to be about the classroom management. It's pretty much it's pretty much all the issues of every teacher. So today we're going to try to help you. Feel free to put your comments into the chat, your questions. It's a Q&A. Put your question, whatever you want to say. Don't forget to tell me where you are from. That will be awesome. And yes, today, so we're going to start with this classroom management. And if you are watching the replay, thank you so much. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thank you so much for all of you being here. So today we already did a first live that was with Etacute, Eric from Etacute. So we're gonna go quickly through a little review, if we can say, the classroom management, what I'm going to introduce you today what we're going to go through. Of course, the live content is going to be about introducing classroom management very quickly. We're going to try to answer all these questions. Feel free to put your questions as well, whatever. If you were not here in the previous live, it's understandable. You are very welcome. We will see 10 techniques, second part, common disruptive behaviors. And if you want to know more, of course, today Stu is going to be with us. So you know that Stu's got an awesome TEFL courses that we might show you a little bit how it is, how it works. It's very friendly use. So that's what we're going to be going through today. But as I always like to start a class, I always like to start with a little warm-up. No, it's not going to be peel banana.
Bruh.
Yeah, no. It's going to be Patty Shulka. Some of you might not know her, but she's been on YouTube teaching English, and especially songs. She's doing a lot of songs for we're gonna say a range between 3 to 12 years old. She's really awesome. And yeah, just show you a little video from Patty Shulka.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the plus subscribe button.
Come sing one of my favorite songs, Ring Around the Rosies. Come on, sing with us. You ready, guys? Here we go. Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Grab hands and join with us. Here we go. Hold hands, ready? Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
Let's play hide and seek. I'll cover, my eyes won't peek. Then I'll count to 10. Hide and seek begins. Run, run, run as fast as you can. 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 One.
Patty Shulka. And there's a great news. You got to know Patty Shulka. She's been here. She's been on YouTube for a long time. She's got 2 different channels, like I show you. One is like about 2 million subscribers, and the other is around 700K subscribers. And she accepted my invitation. We don't know the date yet because she's traveling these days. You know, it's summer vacation, but she is really awesome. Please go and check out her YouTube channel. She gave that great attention to us ESL teachers. She's also a teacher, and she's got awesome songs. She's going to primary schools all around in America and giving shows for kids to learn English. And that's pretty awesome. But today, let's go with the ESL live stream. We're going to start with welcoming Stu from TEFL Lemon. Here we go.
Hey, Mike.
Here we are. Welcome, Stu.
Thank you very much. Good to be back again. We're going to have an awesome live stream. I'm full of energy, Mike. Full of energy tonight.
Yeah, it's not like me, man. You know, in Xi'an it's getting so hot, 40 degrees. I went to see a movie with my daughter and it was freezing in the theater. And when I went out, 40 degrees, I was like, damn, bro, what? Oh, man. I couldn't drive my...
It, right?
Yeah, it's just like, ooh, it's been a long time. It hasn't been that hot in Xi'an. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Year, but this... No problem at all. No problem at all. I'm just glad it's nighttime now and it's a bit cooler.
Exactly, that's true. Yeah, because you guys get to know that I'm in a room where there's no ACs. So don't worry. I got my paper, so my tissue, so I can, you know. Oh man. No, but it's fine. It's fine. I get a fan in the back. It's all good. Thank you so much, Stu, for being here. Let's check out a little bit.
Really looking forward to it. And actually, this is like our third in the series of classroom management. And classroom management is actually such a big topic, right? 3 is not enough. 4 is not enough. 5 live stream is never enough to cover classroom management well. So I'm really looking forward to it. And hopefully we're going to get some really good questions tonight coming in from the people on the stream.
Today, yes, that's true. So if you are on the live, please don't forget to leave your question. And remember, don't be shy. Just try. That's what, you know, we're teachers. We're not shy. We're used to be in front of big numbers of classes or small number. It's all good. You know, just you're in the live. Welcome. We're going to see a little hello to the early birds today. How can I start teaching phonics to a 4-year-old child? Thank you so much. Happy learning. We're going to go through your question later. You see, first question is really awesome right in the chat. Hi, Mikey SL. Hello, welcome, Miggy. You've been here quite many times. Miggy, how are you doing today, Mike? I'm hot. Too hot. Brad Wilson, welcome. Thank you so much. We got happy learning. Hello, it's sunny Eve in India. Thank you so much. If you are watching from India, don't forget to, give some likes is not what I wanted to say, but for all other teachers to do, just like Happy Learning, tell us where you're from. That's very important. And we have as well Brett Wilson, who's from Sydney, Australia. I really appreciate you. Thank you. We got AP from Russia. Thank you so much for being here. And doing good. Thank you so much. We got AP asking a question as well. I have a question about classroom management in a class with kids of different age, 4 to 6. When younger kids start losing their attention way much sooner, like 10 minutes, should I separate them? Yeah. That's a good question.
Depends. It depends.
No, that's a good question. That's true. So that's very interesting. We got a question earlier. I don't need to put that PPT on right away. We're going to start asking this question because I know this is what is the most important thing to you. So I'm not going to waste this time with a PPT. And we're going to start with asking the first question with, was it Happy Learning? Yes. From India, remember? How can I start teaching phonics to a 4-year-old child? You start with the ABC.
Yeah, can I go with this one, Mike?
Oh, my pleasure.
Can I go with this one, Mike? Yeah. So, well, you've got like the ABC songs, like A B C D E. That's a great song, but it causes big problems. And actually try to avoid doing that song in your classes. And there's a good reason for that. I mean, it's great when they can sing the alphabet and everything, but when you come to look at phonics, you've created a huge problem for yourself because they've already learned the ABC song. All of a sudden you've got like and they're thinking, wait, that's not air, that's E. Because I've already learned the song. Yeah, that's not air, that's E. So you've caused yourself a big headache. So if you're planning during your semester to learn phonics, avoid the ABC song like a plague. Just don't do it. And if your school says, oh, you know, do you want to do the ABC song? Say, no, we're not going to do the ABC song because it causes confusion once we're doing phonics. And the kids are already confused enough, you know, because quite often around 4 to 6 in China, they're learning pinyin and everything.
That's true.
It's already confusing as it is. And if you throw in the ABC song, then there's 3 different kind of sounds for the same letters. So it's troublesome. So first thing, avoid the ABC song. Lots of visuals. Start off with the most common sounds. That could be like the schwa, like the schwa.
The schwa, yeah.
Sounds like, yeah, very important. Yeah. So like the schwa is like because.
It's
like,
very,
like a very,
exactly.
Like, very, very common. So work with the schwa. Keep it simple and avoid the ABC song. That's my advice of how to start doing with 4-year-old children. And there's lots of craft activities you can do as well for kids. Cutting things, joining things, phonics snakes, lots of cool activities you can do.
Exactly true. Let's see. Thank you so much. Happy Learning from India for this question. We get another question. That was the one we're like, I have a question about classroom management in a class with kids of different age, 4 to 6. When younger kids start losing their attention way much sooner, like in 10 minutes, yeah, should I separate them? You got to know that 4 to 6 years old kid, when you teach a class of maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes, they will have only 3 to 4 minutes of pure attention. But if you use techniques like, for example, the most famous one, total physical response, TPR, you might get their attention longer. They might keep attention longer. And with games, with funny ways to introduce stuff, this can help them keep their attention longer. You got to be very active in the class. I'm not going to say jumping up and down, but it's pretty much it sometimes. You know, kids are attracted by someone who's different pretty much from their parents, if we can say, because dad and mom is standing still and is like, do this, do that, do this, do that. No, you have to have a great body language expression.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
This is one thing
there about the great point there, Mike, that you said about concentration span. You'll only get them for a very short few minutes. So keep your activity short. If you've planned an activity for 10 minutes, scrap it. Scrap it. Keep them short. Jump from one thing to the next thing because you're not going to keep their concentration.
Yeah, you can change different kind of games, you know, still practicing, don't get me wrong. I mean, not games like hide and seek and then there's no practice in it. No, you got to have them practicing and playing, or playing by practicing. No, well, I understand myself. And yes, yeah,
and
it's
actually,
very important.
Mike, I want to address something there as well, Mike. It says, should I separate them?
Oh yeah.
You have to think about you have to think about practicality.
Why?
Let's say
separating.
Let's say if you do separate them, what will that achieve? You're going to have 2 separate groups. You might start losing control of the class. It depends, you know, do you have a TA? How many TAs do you have? You might be giving yourself more problems than you are solving problems. So I wouldn't separate them because you don't know where to be. You can't be everywhere. There's only one of you. So I wouldn't separate them.
That's true. Yeah. When you separate kids is for a good reason. Mostly in the classroom, if I separate kids, is because they might be playing with their, they might be playing, and you want them to pay attention, or it can be the opposite. Some kids don't talk, they don't want to speak because they are not seated with their best friend. It's not because they want to talk to their best friend, but it's a kind of, they feel more secure with someone that they know. They feel more comfortable, especially when you get a new class, you start the new semester. You might be trying to find out that kid who doesn't like to speak during a class, try to see with who she or he is always playing with. And then in the classroom, you might put them all together. It doesn't mean that they're going to play in your class too. No, it means that this kid, the kid who's his best friend is maybe more outgoing, and he's going to take this kid who is more shy. He's going to make this shy kid try to speak more, trying to be like him, pretty much outgoing. So separating kids, like you said, can be dangerous, and it can be also very. It's all a matter of situation. What's the situation in the class? What's the situation? What's the kid behavior during your class? So you gotta have an eye on them all the time. And for me, in the classroom, the most interesting kids are the ones who are shy, who don't want to speak, because, hey, why is this kid not participating, Yes, too.
And we remember, Mike, like a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about differentiation. We did a live stream about 2-3 weeks ago about differentiation. Yeah, so we might want to separate class to have different tasks. But it's well thought out, it's well managed, and there's a reason for wanting to do it. And it's also going to include feedback at the end as well. So you bring people. So basically, work out what you want to do. There must be a reason rather than just trying to separate them, because that's probably going to go wrong.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, AP, for that question. Let me see. Oh, yeah, Wilson's saying. So we are as well live on Stu's Facebook as well. StreamYard is really awesome, believe me. If you get a community, use StreamYard and do some live like we do. It's really awesome. Here from Facebook, TEFL Lemon. Hi, Brad. Oh, that was two who answered. All right, sorry. I'm just being. Come on, Mike.
Bruh.
Yeah, Brad was. Any tips on storytelling, not yelling, and keeping kids focused on books they don't understand at all? Storytelling. How old are the kids? I guess it's for 4 to 6 years old kid. Kindergarten. Storytelling, I haven't do much of this when I was in kindergarten. But yeah.
Well, I've got a good friend called David Weller, and he's just written a book. David has written maybe 4 or 5 different language books now. He's he knows his stuff. He's excellent on lesson planning and stuff like that. So David has just written a book about how to use storytelling within language learning classes. So check out Dave Weller on Amazon if you're doing that often. But I would say the question is, any tips on storytelling and keeping kids focused on books they don't understand at all? I would probably say there that you're using the wrong book. If they don't understand it at all, it's the level is probably a little bit above them, and maybe just change the book. Pictures tell 1,000 words. So
exactly,
if you can get pictures to accompany the book as you're telling, you can point at the picture. So the evil king did this, and he got off of his throne, and you can point at different stuff, and the kids can connect the unfamiliar language that you're saying with the picture that is familiar to them, and they can make that connection and understand your book better.
And the teacher's behavior here is very important. He's got to play pretty much. When I was doing storytelling, when you get that, when you say that the bad guy in a story, you will always be like, "Yes, I'm coming for you." Yeah, even if it looks a little bit, some parents will be, "Oh no, you're too scary." I was like, "No, scary. It's a normal feeling. Kids got to feel. You can see all the emojis in the back. That's pretty much that's what they have.
You got the evil queen. The kids have got to be scared of the evil queen. That like makes them excited, right?
Snow White,
the learning experience, that learning journey. Yeah, like the Snow Queen and everything. It's terrifying.
Yeah. Okay. Brad was going on with saying, I was always asked to read books, but the kids simply looked at the pictures and I had to be animated, but I am not a natural born storyteller. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. Trying to, change your voice a little bit. It's easy, it's not easy to work out with kids. It's going to take time. No one is a good teacher from day one, from the first day is going to start, right? It's not like this. It's going to take time. You try, you can just see, you got to look at the kids' reaction. What's working? If they got a smile, if they are laughing, or if they are, when you're doing that bad, that terrible voice sound, if they are like that, oh, it's working. That's awesome. You go on this way, it takes time to practice.
And also
you can be a
by
good
looking
teacher.
at the children and they're looking at the children and their face, if they're laughing, it also means they've understood. They've understood
exactly.
What you said. So you can use these visual cues all the time. So watch your children, put on those voices, because it's really important for them to differentiate who's who, which characters saying what now. So the voices will assist that understanding as well.
That's true. And we got NAP. Thank you, Mayans, too, for your precious advice. Very welcome, Anna. Thank you. I have a student we got a pizza, not banana. Okay, that's a nice YouTube name. I have a student who is pretty violent. Last time he slapped his friend in the face. Oh, he's got a friend. It's not bad. Because that friend wasn't playing the game well. Okay. What should I do if that happened next time? Don't forget to mention your kid's age. When you talk about this kind of behavior, for us, we know that it's kindergarten, right? But maybe, if I'm not wrong, 100%, I'm sure it's kindergarten behavior. But you can see this behavior as well with older students. So don't forget to mention the kids' ages. So
I
yes,
mean, we've all been naughty. We've all been naughty in the classroom. I think I've probably slapped someone when I was a kid as well. I think if
controlling his emotion.
If it's a one-off, it's not. Yeah, I think if it's a one-off, it's okay. If it's a regular thing, then you've got a bit of a deeper problem. Might want to bring in his parents and talk about that, and lay down your standards that it's not okay, and take it from there. So that's it. If it's a one-off, it's not okay, but it's understandable. But if it's common, then bring in the parent, I think.
Yeah, you got to go step by step. You got to try first yourself, because you're the boss in the classroom. It all depends how you should have, and maybe at this age you should have an assistant. So maybe the first day is going to slap him, so the assistant has to do the work before going to the last going to the last step, which is the parents. So step by step, don't go. What I advise is don't go to the parents right away. Try to see where's the problem. Ask, why did you slap him? Simple questions.
Yeah, not straight
to
away.
Understand.
Yeah.
To understand what is wrong with this kid, because you get a problem, obviously. So you never know where the problem come from. Till you know where the problem come from, you can act on it, and you don't even need to go right away to the parents sometimes. But that's for sure. A violent kid can be, especially if the other kid who's been beaten would go, "Hey, mom, today my friend just slapped me." He might say that to the parents. So you might face the parents, communication right away the first day. But that all depends.
Well, that's what this Q&A is about, is really understanding how we can use classroom management to avoid that situation happening in the first place. Because if you've got a good rapport with your students and the students are engaged and they're happy, that slap is likely to happen much less frequently. So how can we stop bad behavior before it begins?
That's true. Thank you, pizza, not banana. That's maybe he gave him a pizza and not a banana. So I slap him. No, okay. Bruh. No, I'm kidding. Well, thank you very much. So here we go. Brad Wilson, great advice to and Mike. Very welcome, Brad. Welcome anytime. Let me check out. Brad was saying, I was right. 3 to 4 years old. Yeah. Okay. Here is another question. Hello, can you share some good websites where I can get worksheets to learn phonics for pre-primary children? Because I am an online early teacher. Website, phonics, TEFLLemon.com.
Yeah. So Kajal, what I've done now, in the comments there, I've put in a link, and what I did is I went through. It took me like 2 days. I went through all of the very best websites in the world for printable worksheets. So I made a whole web page. So if you go to that web page, I put the web page in the comment section there. Just click on that. And then on there, you've got that's it. And then you've got a description of what's in each one. Maybe some are more grammar focused, some are more phonics focused, some are more maybe listening or something. Click that, and then you go straight to that website. I think it's top of Google for worksheets, for TEFL worksheets. Just more worksheets than you can throw a stick at.
That's great. Thank you so much. Let me see. I'm checking. Can you share some? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Kajal, for your question. All right. Here we get another question. I think one of my 5-year-old kids may have ADHD symptom. He causes so much trouble in the class that I can't manage the class well. What should I do? Oh, that's that's a question. Yeah, I think ADHD is that maybe what kind of illness? There's is it? We're gonna say maybe mentally sick.
It's attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It's a very common problem around the world. Most classes that you'll have at least one student who's got ADHD minimum. Very, very common, and it's on a sliding scale. It's not like this student's got ADHD. it's sliding scales. You get varying degrees of it manifests itself in different ways. So what I would do with that student is try to see what activity works well with that student. Maybe this student likes this type of activity more. Like we talked about last week, make a note, get a notebook for all of your classes. Each student has 1 page or 2 pages. Make notes. What is working with that student? What is not working? Lots of reflection. When you finish your teaching, reflect back on the class. Oh, this student was naughty. At what point was he naughty? When did it begin to happen? What did I do when it began? What would I change differently next time? And by reflection and by trying to think of what activities work best for the student, you'll make it better. You won't make it perfect. Your student will always have ADHD. You won't make it perfect, but you will make it better. And that'll be better for you, and it'll be better for your other students, and better for the student that has ADHD.
Thank you, Stu, for that. Yeah. No, I didn't know what was the meaning of ADHD. Can you say it again? Because I think I'm not the only one with that.
Yeah, it's a attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So in a nutshell, you can't sit still. You can't stop talking. You can't stop chatting. You can't stop playing.
Moving.
If the teacher tries to give you instructions, you keep moving about. Each class has got one of these students, and it's likely that they may have ADHD. True. It's a legit medical condition, It's not well understood. We're starting to understand it better. And each country, I mean, Mike, we're in China. It's not well understood here, and the parents won't really embrace it. But in the West, in Europe, it's now getting understood very well.
That's true.
And I'll go further as well. I'll go further as well. Sorry, who asked the question?
That was here. Fam.
Hey, Fam.
Fam.
Oh, hi. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back, Fam. We had you last week. So, Fam, what I would do, I'd go onto YouTube, and there will be webinars about teaching ADHD students from legit medical experts. So I would suggest if you feel you have a student with ADHD, go onto YouTube and look up for webinars about ADHD, and you get some more ideas too.
Great. Thank you so much, Fam, for being here again today. Okay, let me see. I'm going to check out that, please. Okay. Anna P., please tell the truth. Do you ever yell at the children when they don't listen? Or have you ever? I'm going to tell you, frankly, who didn't make that mistake? Bring me a teacher who didn't shout at his kid in his old career. Of course we did. Well, from my point, I did it in the past. That's for sure. I yelled, but I regret it. How about you, Stu?
Yeah, it's yeah, absolutely.
We all made the mistake.
I've yelled a bunch of times. Yeah, I've yelled a bunch of times. You start to lose control, and maybe you've made a few mistakes yourself. Maybe your kids are being a nightmare. But yeah, I've shouted, and you're right. It is a mistake, and it's something that we shouldn't do, and we should work out strategies of not having to resort to shouting, because the teacher doesn't like it, the kids doesn't like. Who likes shouting? Nobody. So work out strategies of how we can avoid that.
True. Thank you so much, at Net P. Here we go. I think it's, oh, this name is really long. Melissa, we're going to say Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, for your question. I had a student who used to be violent and very rude to others. He was 7 years old. And when I tried to stop him, my assistant used to stop me, saying that he's a special kid. I can't do that. Oh, so you might be pointing at the fact that he is a naughty one. Maybe when you get violent kid in the classroom, well, it's difficult to understand the situation, how you describe it. So you've been stopped by your assistant from saying that he's violent, or you're gonna stop him, or what? Can I get it? I had a student who used to be violent and very rude to others. He was 7, and when I tried to stop him, okay. Why? Ask your assistant why, because this is a big problem. If you let a kid do what he wants in the classroom, what's the point, right? He can be rude to others. He can be violent to others. This is education rules. I think that's why
I'll definitely
there's a problem. Maybe
yeah.
There's a problem with the assistant.
I'm reading it. Yeah, and the problem with the school, because it sounds to me like the assistant is being told by someone else that, you know, the assistant's not making the rules, someone else is. And
can't
here,
spoil them.
Where you say, and here where it says special, I'm thinking, well, that could mean two things. That could mean either this is a special needs child, or the parents are somebody important and they can't upset these parents, which happens a lot, especially in Asian countries. So I would investigate that further, because like Mike says, you can't let it go. You can't just let it go. You do need to do something. So investigate it more. Go above the TA and speak directly with the principal.
True. We got as well, let's say we're playing a game and I don't pick him first. He will be violent. Melissa, back to the violent kid, right? He will be violent, and the same time other students will be like, I am being unfair. I ended up failing to manage the class. Yes, this is a bit... There's a problem with the school, maybe, like you said. They don't want to solve the problem. Is this kid the principal's kid? That may be.
What I would say, Melissa, is build up your rapport with the student, the student that's causing trouble. Build up your rapport with them. So before the class, talk one-to-one with your student as much as possible. Try to bring down those barriers. So there's a reason why that student is acting in that way. And I think if you build up a friendship with that student that's based on liking each other and respect and trust, you can't pick him first all the time just because he's going to throw a tantrum, because you're bending to his will, right? But if you pick someone else, if you've built up a good rapport with that student and that student likes you, he's less likely to have a tantrum. So this is all about building rapport. There was a research study done in 2021, and it was found that 90% of classroom management is down to rapport. If we can get our rapport correct and our interaction and our interrelationships with our students right, 90% of your problems will go away. So that's the key. Find the key, build a rapport with that student, and that will go a long way.
Yeah, that's quite something. When you get into that situation. I guess Melissa is not feeling really well, and I understand that you give us information, more is going to be easy for us to help you out, you know. There are some school. I don't know where you're teaching, Melissa. Are you teaching? Just tell us which country, if it's in China. You know, we are both teachers teaching in China. But I think it's not only a matter of countries. It's just like you get some schools, they're just here to make business. And they don't really care about, you know, education, right? Because I would have, it happens to me in the past. I would say, yeah, Mike, don't be nice with this kids, you know, don't, because this kid just paid 3 years of tuition fee, you know? So they'll say, yeah, you got to be nice to him. You got to be, no, it's just like, no, for me, it's all the same. You're in my classroom. There are rules. You obey the rules, or you're not in I mean, you obey. It's a big word when I say that, you know? There are rules for this in a classroom. They have to respect it. I don't mind they make mistake. They, you know, they don't respect it. They're learning. I'm patient. I'm nice, but you cannot, you know, you gotta have boundaries. You know, you cannot go. You know, there's a red line.
Yeah, and Melissa, also, you're not alone. We've all been there with difficult students. You're not the first teacher to experience this. You're not going to be last. So I've been there. I've had classes. I absolutely hate the classes in the past because I couldn't control it very well and I didn't know what to do. But support is there. Like this live stream. Speak to your manager, your direct line manager, speak to the principal, speak to the parents if it's gone that far. Support is there for you.
Because there's no school who allow students to be violent and to be rude to others. No, this is a minimum of education, right? Why this kid is rude? According to what you told us, you know, there's no teacher who can say, yeah, he's rude, he's violent, let him kick everybody's ass. No, come on. Bruh. Yeah. So yes, talk, you know, and shit, sorry, something fell from the top. And no, I was moving a little bit
Mike,
too
at least
much.
at least it wasn't my dog's head coming into this.
I was like, what? I was like, what? Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, cool. All right. I hope everything's going to be better. Come back anytime, whatever it's on TEFL Lemon or Mike's Home ESL, the ESL live stream. Obviously, we'll be on it for, you know, for long.
Yeah.
Wish.
Mike, Brad. Hey, shout out Brad. Thanks for joining. Brad's a mate of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, Brad made a really good point there. It's like we all of us, if we think back to being kids ourselves, think about your favorite teacher. We all had our favorite teacher. Mike, who was your favorite teacher at school?
Oh, my PE teacher.
See, all kids remember their favorite teacher very, very quickly.
Of course.
And what you should do is ask yourself why you like that teacher. Why was that teacher your favorite and not another one? And maybe it was because that teacher was more interested in you. He would talk to you more. He was more funny. He was more engaging. He liked you back. And try to be that teacher yourself, and you'll have less instances of bad behavior in the classroom.
That's true. I remember that PE teacher because he was very nice. And when, you know, when there's a problem, he wouldn't say no right away. He would say, yeah, let me think for a while. Yeah, maybe. You know what? And then, you know, very, how to say, someone who's not like a wall, very open. There's a word for that. I get it in French.
Flexible.
Yeah, flexible. That's not the one I wanted to look for, but that's the same meaning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
flexible.
Yeah. It's very important to be flexible, especially when you get, maybe high grade students, like high school or middle school.
Yeah.
Well, flexible is very important for whatever the age you have. Yes, the parents were well known and they used to pay on time. So I was told not to stop him because they won't pay. So he ended up liking my assistant compared to me because I was trying to be fair. I told you, you see, that was that in the back. Well, I was even joking saying, is it the principal's kid or what? Yeah, is there what happened in the class when you have a kid like this, when assistant and other school will say, yeah, let that kid what he want to do. This is the main reason. Freaking money. No. Education is here. This is not about money. Education is not about money. Poor kid. Because it's not, this kid, when he is going to get older, what's going to happen? Nobody will be in control. Who's going to control him? Maybe cops? No, there's no good issues to that.
Yeah, Melissa, I would say try to develop rapport. First thing, you've mentioned there, he likes your assistant more than you. It's not over. You can win that back. Try to get that rapport going. Speak to your principal. Try everything you can. If no one will help you because they value money more than you, change school. There's lots of schools in China. Just change your job. It's not the end of the world. That's my advice.
That's what I was thinking. I don't want to say it because, you don't want to be too rude. But now that we have more, and see that, yeah. Go. Just what I would do, just prepare for leaving that school maybe, or there's something wrong. Now in the classroom, till now, what I really advise you to do right now is just to not go against them. Just let what they want you to do, because it's going to get worse. It's going to be a pain for sure, but it's better for your own safety, because you never know what's going to happen. They can, if you're in China, they can blacklist you, so that you can never come back and teach in China. I think this kind of stuff can happen. But what I recommend is just, okay, take it easy. You want me to let him do what he wants? All right. Maybe for yourself, for your own security, would be maybe the best thing.
Yeah, I think
and leave,
in the past,
and leave.
Leave. At the end of your contract, just say thank you. I've had a good time. Bye, and then go to a different school. Keep nice with everybody, and just change schools. And that's only as a last resort. But obviously, at first, speak to the child. That's not working. Well, keep doing that. Don't stop doing that. But speak to your manager. Try to work this out.
Yeah, you can say everything. You can say everything to someone. There are just a way. There's just the good way to say it. Calm down. You cannot shout on your manager or those stuff. You can just try to find the right words. They are also teachers, right? So they might be telling you, I cannot control that kid too. I'm your manager, but the boss is, so just, don't care about that kid. I'll care. Have your assistant care about this kid, because she might be willing to speak maybe Chinese or the local language there and control this kid better than you, right? And then try to find a way out, friendly one, so that you don't need to create trouble for yourself. Ooh, I feel bad for you, Melissa. Frankly, that's not cool.
Yeah,
That's the thing. And that's, yeah, in China, training centers. You see that? That was Xi'an back 20 years ago, but now this guy, I don't think still have some, but now with the new policies,
they're getting fewer, the new rules and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because me and Mike, if you didn't know, me and Mike, we've lived in China for over 20 years. So we've got between us about 45 years of China experience. We know China, and so this used to happen a lot. Nowadays, it's happening less and less, but you still do get those training centers that will value money over the mental health of their teachers.
Yeah, like Brad is saying, you can sort anything out in China if you go about, the right way. If you go about it the right way. I have been taught positions over the years teaching in China, and it always works out well in the end.
Yeah. So no shouting. Go to the principal. Very nice. Talk to each other. Just talk to each other. That's the best way to work out things here.
True. Exactly. And here, NLP, what's the longest lesson do you do in a kindergarten class? 4 to 6 years old, given we have all different kinds of activities, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Well, what it used to be when I was in kindergarten, it was like you had the very young ones, small class, 2.5 even, would be like 15 minutes, Then maybe small class would be 20 to 25. Middle class would be 25 to 30 minutes, and big class 35 to 40 minutes. Not even 40 minutes, 30 to 35. Yeah. I guess was the same for you too.
Yeah, a bit longer actually. When I taught in kindergarten, it was 40 minutes. But I used to work at a training center, and we had young kids, like 4 years old, and we were teaching like an hour, more than an hour and a half.
Oh yeah. I was thinking tough. In kindergartens, the kindergartens, not in training centers. I think that's what. Yeah. She was talking about kindergarten class, but yeah, kindergarten class as well in training centers. It's an hour and a half, so you got 45 minutes of. It used to be when I was at Kikastle, it was like 45 minutes Chinese teacher and 45 minutes foreign teacher. And it's still
it's tough. It's a long time for a 4-year-old child to concentrate. It's too long.
It's a bit too long.
So what you need to do with that is manage energy levels. So if you've got a class, you can't just play games, 100 everything at 100 miles an hour like a Ferrari at a green light. You can't do that, because the student, their brains can't handle it. You need to bring things up and down. So you've got your game time, you've got your TPR time, but you've also you might have like a little bit of a circle time, or kind of cutting together, doing like a craft activity. It's very slow, very quiet. And you can move from these low energy, quiet activities to these high energy activities, and then back down again. So don't leap from low to high. Build it slowly and build it back down slowly, and manage these energy levels.
Exactly. That's not easy, but when you get used to, a piece of cake. Yeah, Melissa is saying, thank you, Mike and Stu, for your advice, and I will do that. So yeah, keep in touch. Let us know. I get maybe if you can, if you are in China or whatever in this world, wherever you are in this world, you can add me on WeChat. Melissa, let me check out. Where's my? Oh, yes, here it is. You can see down here. It's going to scroll down below. SX Loas. So it's going to be, you can add me on WeChat and we can keep in touch to help you with this. You know, this is not a very comfortable situation. If you need help how to talk to them very normally, you know, like adults, just contact me. There will be no problem. You can as well contact Stu, but I don't have your WeChat right now ready for that.
Yeah, I'll put it in the. I'll put it. I'll put
yeah,
it in,
exactly.
I'll put it in.
True. Yeah, and you guys today are very lucky because you can get a. So yeah, about TEFL courses, your TEFL courses. Can you talk a little bit about your? Because everything is in your courses. You also talk about classroom management. It's pretty much all about it. And there's how to manage your class to be a good teacher. Of course, can you tell us 2 or 3 words about your courses too?
Yeah, so so I've written a full 180-hour higher certificate of TESOL. It's a TEFL certificate with wings. So a normal TEFL certificate is 120 hours. It kind of just scratches the surface of different stuff. But if you choose to do a 180-hour level 4 certificate, you go much deeper with all of this stuff. And Unit 5 on my course is all about classroom management. How to run classes, how to use the board appropriately, how to grade your language, how to model, how to avoid problem students, how to get students to work together, strategies for learning student names, why we should do that, reward systems, rules, routines, how to develop rapport, why, 1,000,001 things. There's video content, there's audio content, there's reading, there's additional resources that you can go to, all packed into one amazing unit. That's Unit 5, and in the whole course has 20 units in total, which can take you from zero knowledge full to all the way to full classroom mastery. So it's a worldwide accredited course through ACDEC. So once you've passed, that's a lifetime qualification, and you can teach anywhere in the world with the highest certificate of TESOL. And yeah, if you click at the link below, here, you get 30% off the cost of that course using the coupon code Mike's Home ESL.
Yeah, so I'm playing a little bit with the with your course. Can you see it? Right?
Yes, I can. Yeah. So that quarterly check-in, that's a great page you've actually chosen there, Mike, because one of the advantages about doing the TEFL your TESOL certificate with us is the tutor support. Most TEFL certificates, you pay the money, you just go through the work by yourself, and if you're stuck, there's no help. Maybe you can send an email, maybe they'll email you back, maybe they won't. But with TEFL Lemon, you get full dedicated support. And the quarterly check-in, this happens after the 5th unit, the 10th unit, and the 15th unit. You have a video call with your tutor, and your tutor will say, how's it going? You know, what are you finding easy? What are you finding hard? How can I help you? And this is a live face-to-face video chat. And no course does that, but we do.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see it's very, when you get into TEFL Lemon's course, so it's quite very easy to navigate into it. But I've been not too far because not that much time. But when you have, so you have the welcome. This is pretty much at the start. So you get it's a survey, but I already completed it where what is the survey about? 4 questions. It's only 4 questions. I forgot. What was the question about?
Yeah, so the survey at the beginning is just for us to understand more about you as a teacher. You know, how many years of experience you have. Are you a native speaker? What plans do you have following this course? It's just for us to understand. But how the course is being done, each unit is split into different tasks that you need to do. And once you've completed all of the tasks within, you see there on the left, you've got those yellow arrows. If you scroll back up. There you go. So those yellow arrows mean you've completed that task. And if it's in gray, you haven't yet. And as soon as it's all yellow, like bling, like then the next unit will open up for you. It's like a computer game. You just very, very intuitive, very easy to use. It's called the course player. So it's very
true. And you can go back and forth, right? You can go, I think.
Yeah, so you can go back. Yeah. So
you were talking about
you've completed something. Yeah. So once you finish the course or you finish a unit, you can go back and you can like review the work that you've already done. If you feel, for example, if you've got a class about teaching writing or how to teach listening, you can go back into that unit and get your ideas again. So it's a really nice course, actually. It took 4 years to make. It's a wonder of nature. So if you're looking to do your TESOL training, or if you've already done it and you want a refresher, please do our course. You will benefit from it a lot, I promise.
Thank you so much too. It's awesome work. As the holiday for me, I might going on working on it. Let's see if I can still get a TEFL after all these years. You know, man. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. I'm checking the comment section below. It's 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much for being in the live, everyone. As well, you got to know that I had a giveaway was going on. Now the giveaway is done. It's over. So you might check if you participate into that giveaway. I don't know if you guys remember what was the last giveaway we had. It was about, it was a $50 Amazon card for the first one. Second one was $25 and $15, and 4th to 10th place was My Soul ESL Flash Game. I made a Flash game, yes. Always used to draw it on the board when kids had time. When it was review time, I used to do this. Now this giveaway is over, so check. I don't want to give the name of because I don't know the name of the winner. I just know his email address, so I don't want to give his email address in front of everyone. I want to keep his, private. It's very important. Here we go. Comments here saying, yes, cheers, bro. All right. Thank you very much, Stu, for coming today. We're going to stop the live for today. It was quite really awesome one.
Yeah, we had some good questions today. And that, we quite, Mike, you often do this, I'm here from time to time, but always leave your questions because we can't do this without you. So thanks very much, everybody, for your amazing questions today. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that was really awesome. Thanks to all of you watching on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and TEFL Lemon. LinkedIn as well, Facebook as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Anna, and have a great evening. Thank you so much. So that's pretty much it for today. Hello. Yeah, time to say goodbye. We're gonna leave all together. Don't forget to give some likes support the channel, and as well at TEFL Lemon's channel, you can just go at TEFL Lemon on YouTube, and you will find Stu's channel, and you can find all great advices, seen different shorts that are awesome too, and hope we're gonna see as well Patty Shulka maybe next week or another day. It might not be a Sunday evening because she's in Canada, I think, and she's very busy as well. That's another level. We are small YouTubers, but she's giving us great respect to come on the ESL live stream. I think she has a lot of things to say about, she's a singer, she's also a teacher, and that might be a very interesting subject. Always leave your questions, even if you're watching the replay. We will always come to try to help you answer your question. Thank you so much again, Stu, for your time today, Sunday night.
No problem at all. Always a pleasure, Mike, coming on. This is amazing thing for everybody. So thank you very much.
Always welcome, bro. And the live wouldn't be that fun without you, man. Thank you so much. See you in another live stream Sunday night, 9 p.m. Beijing time. The ESL live stream, your live stream. See you guys. Bye, Stu. See you, brother.
Bye. See ya.